It is Amazon Prime Day, so let's see if we can find some deals for all the DIY audio enthusiasts out there. Up first, we have a cheap subwoofer. This is a Jensen subwoofer. It's nothing special. It's a 300 watt subwoofer. I've tested several budget subwoofers in this price range on my channel. If you only have $56 and you need a cheap subwoofer to add a little thump in your trunk, this might be the way to go. And to go with it, you're going to need an inexpensive amplifier. This is Planet Audio. For those who don't know, Planet Audio is made by the same company that makes Boss. And it appears that all versions of this amp are Prime Day deals. So if you're looking for something to match with that cheap subwoofer, this $76 amplifier that claims to be 1500 watts is probably going to get the job done. Looking at the fuse, that appears to be a 30 amp fuse, so this might be a 300 watt amplifier. Up next, we've got speaker grills in 12 inch, 10 inch, and 8 inch size. These are the bar styles. Some people like them, some people don't. If you want some $18 grills to protect your $56 subwoofer, there you go. Next is something kind of cool. It's a Pioneer head unit with a 6.8 inch touchscreen. Doesn't appear to have any fancy features like Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. You're not going to get it at that price, but if you're just looking for a cheap touchscreen radio that's a known brand, I don't know how you're going to find something like that for under $100. So this looks like a deal for people in the market for something cheap. And that seems to be the theme for Amazon Prime Day. Most stuff is cheap stuff, but I got some expensive stuff towards the end of the video, so hang out with me for a few more minutes. Okay, we got another cheap head unit, this time for about $12 more. You can get a dual brand head unit that claims to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So I don't know how you can go wrong with that. Is it a great head unit? Probably not, but it's inexpensive. And if you're stuck with an old head unit in an old car and you'd love to have modern features, this is probably the way to go. And now we've got an amplifier. It's the brand everyone loves to hate, good old Scar Audio. This is their RP1200, 20% off. So if you've been eyeballing the Scar RP1200, go ahead and pick it up right now while you can. Here's a product that I've reviewed on my channel. This is the Yanka subwoofer. Here's the 15 inch version. Looks like they've also got the 12 inch version and the 10 inch version on sale as well. So if you're looking for an inexpensive subwoofer, $80 for a 10 inch subwoofer, there you go. You're off and running. Up next is one of those items you should probably keep on hand at all times. This is Super 77 spray adhesive. You can use this to attach carpet to a subwoofer box. Inflation's been killing me on these kind of supplies. I remember back when you can get this stuff for like 10, 12 bucks a can, normally priced. It's apparently $22 a can and on sale $14 for the can. And that seems like a pretty good deal to me. It's one of those things you probably should just buy to keep on hand in case you need it. You never know when you might need some. Next on the list is some inexpensive speakers. These are 40% off. That's a deep discount. They're not great speakers. They're coaxial 5 1/4. Nothing terribly special going on here, but if you've got blown speakers and just need something inexpensive, this is probably the way to go. There's always some kind of tool deals going on. Usually there is a DeWalt sale on Amazon Prime. Here we have 43% off for a hammer drill. So if you're in the market for a hammer drill, grab one. My guess is that if you sniff around a little bit, you'll find a lot of other DeWalt products on Prime Day as well. Next is a fire extinguisher, 33% off. If you don't have a fire extinguisher in your shop, you need to go ahead and get one and keep it in there in case things go south. $25 is pretty cheap insurance. I have 3 that I keep in the shop at all times. Next up, we have another tool. This is a router table combo for only $150. This is a pretty good deal. Nothing like this was available when I first got into this hobby. I would have loved to have been able to bought this way back then. Usually $200 for Prime Day, $150. So if you're in the market for a basic entry-level router and router table to get you started doing all the cool things you can do with a router, grab one of these right now. Keeping up with the tools, if you have any kind of woodworking equipment, you need a ShopVac hooked up to those things so you can suck out that dust and keep that sawdust down. Everyone needs a good ShopVac, so we've got 18% off of Craftsman ShopVacs on Amazon Prime Day. Next up, we've got another tool. This is a gear wrench, 20-piece ratcheting combination wrench. So what this is a good old-fashioned wrench with an open end on one end and a ratcheting end on the other. I recommend you pick these up, get them here, get them in Harbor Freight. I don't care where you get them. This kind of wrenches are really versatile. Your life will be better if you have them. I've got some gear wrench sockets and they're fantastic. This is 51% off, so half off. Back to some car audio gear. Here we have another Pioneer touchscreen. This one does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it's $280, 35% off. This thing's usually $430. And it's been deeply discounted for Prime Day. Under $300, overnight delivery for a Android Auto Apple CarPlay head unit that comes from a name brand. That's pretty solid. Next up is another tool. If you want a high-end multimeter, you've got 20% off of everything Fluke on Amazon for Amazon Prime Day. Never without fail, every time I show a multimeter in a video, someone says that it's all crap unless it's a Fluke. Well, if you're one of those people who think everything is crap unless it's a Fluke, now's your chance to click on the affiliate link down in the description and buy a Fluke multimeter for 20% off. Those are affiliate links, which means I do earn a small commission, like 3%. If you click on the link and buy something. Helps me out and doesn't cost you a thing. Next up is not a single tool, but a bunch of different tools. Everything in the X-Tool laser family appears to be on sale for Prime Day. So if you've been looking for a laser, X-Tool makes some really good stuff. It looks like roughly 20% off on most of their laser engraving products. So if you're in the market for a laser, now's the time to pull the trigger on one.